I just had a great conversation with Dennis Kagan and Don Springer, who are managing directors and founders of GovernX. And one of the things I learned on this interview is that if you want to actually increase the value of your company, having a strong fiduciary board and advisory board is essential. And also, if you want to access great talent and expertise, that's another great way of increasing that talent pool into your organization by including those types of people in your boards, advisory or fiduciary. So if you want more information, reach out to me. You know where to find me, Carl@businessclassnews.com, and I'll send you more information. In the meantime, watch this extract from the full interview, and it'll give you a little bit of an insight of what GovernX does and a little bit of tips for you as well.
There's been a trend over a long time of private companies upgrading their governance to look more like public companies, which of course their governance is driven by regulatory requirements. But the primary advantage to a private company is first of all, it gives them a different level and a different method of accessing experts, high-level executives, experts in a variety of fields, experts in governance, experts in company growth, revenue generation, marketing, manufacturing, whatever it is their business they're in, whatever high-level expertise is critical to their business that would help their business that they don't possess enough of. If they don't have expertise in finance, if they don't have whatever it is that they're slightly lacking in, they can augment that with a high-level board member. So it's access and guidance from experts. The second thing is that in that context and in the context of the board, there's quite frequently very creative, innovative ideas for the business that tend to surface. The management of the business and the ownership of the business become hyper-focused on the inside of the business and what they're doing, and they often miss opportunities or they don't avoid pitfalls. The board gives them a higher level of visibility and perspective on what's going on. So, for example, you may have somebody on your board that's a high-level performer in another industry, and you come, and I know, for example, in cybersecurity is one of your issues. They may have faced a cybersecurity issue in their industry in general or in their company that you haven't faced. So as you discuss and strategize in your cyber strategy, then they may be able to give you some innovative ideas or some experience from outside your industry that may help. The third thing is if you're planning on an exit or a liquidity event for the company, if you're planning on selling at some point, not necessarily right away, but at some point, a high-level, very, very credible board, impressive board, if I would say, can add credibility to what you're doing. Your customers see it. It's a stamp of approval. It's a good housekeeping governance stamp of approval to have a high-level executive. I just put the former Chief Human Resources Officer from Deloitte on one of my boards that's involved in human resources software.